Hello, welcome to the L Zone with me, Latricia Marie, coming to you today about a topic that most of us love to talk about. Some people really, get bashful or shy about it, but hey, why not bring it up in this zone? So, I wanted to bring up the topic about sex. I know, right? The weird subject, as I call it, because I get different personalities when I bring up this topic with people. Um, and it's interesting. So the take I'm gonna bring this up in, or the context, is basically um, I was thinking about my sexual experiences throughout my life since after I was like 19, 20 when I had my first experience with sex till mid 30s. And it's been a weird one because it's like what you think sex is supposed to be, what they tell you on TV and the movies is maybe it is for most people. I don't know. But for me and the people I've talked to, it's not. It's like part of me is like I should have waited. But as I've gone through my experiences with that particular action of sex, it's kind of like, man, do people really enjoy sex? Are they, finding that it's pleasurable? Did I say that right? Pleasurable, do they find pleasure in it, in a sense? And most people kind of don't. I have a few that just like the act of sex, but do you even enjoy it or not? So, three things came in my mind when I was thinking about this and the conversations that I've had with this particular topic. Like I said, it's interesting how people personalities and thoughts come out when you bring up this topic. So let's dive into it. The first one is, do you even know how to pleasure yourself in order to tell somebody how somebody's supposed to pleasure you? It's kind of like part of my biggest thing is you need to be single. Be by yourself. Figure out who you are. But in that, it's part of finding if you like certain spots being hit. If you have different toys, men, I know they have their hands and stuff, but even with them, they talk about how they don't like certain positions. It don't feel good when a female does certain stuff. And then I'm like, well, you know, how do you know what you like if you never explored that part of yourself, right? So I was like, well, most females do have toys. We know this. And I'm like, but how do you just try to get your nut off? Do you actually explore where it's at when you about to reach that climax? What are you doing in order, to my number 2 point, being comfortable becoming a teacher to the person that you're trying to engage in sex with. Now, I know this is not for my one night hitters. It is not for people who are bouncing around partner to partner. It is for people who may have a constant person they are having sex with. So, being okay with being a teacher. I hear mostly women who be like, I don't want to teach him. He should know such and such. But then you get mad if they're not moving it right. Tongue action ain't there. Men as well. It's like, move her into a position that you enjoy as well. It's got to be a dual thing. It just has to. It can't just be always about the one person, because a lot of women do cater to men mostly because we be like, okay, they get their nut, we know they enjoyed it, but did they really enjoy it? Dudes be like, certain things hurt, so, or you bounce in a certain way. Become a teacher so you can teach the person how you like it. It's okay. I know some people don't like criticism, especially men, and but if you're trying to please the person that you're with, why not be a student? They should be the expert on themselves, which is why I said number one is important. So you can become a teacher and teach the person that you're trying to engage with. And then then three, practice sessions. It ain't gotta be full blown sex. I'm not talking about that. Practice sessions like, hey, come in here and try this with me so I can figure out if your penis can hit this spot. We don't know until we figure this out. Or have her sit on you a certain way. But doing practice sessions, what's wrong with doing practice sessions? Absolutely nothing. because eventually practice what makes perfect. So why not try it? I mean, that's self-explanatory, practice sessions. But then here's a bonus one. If you've been with someone for a while, because people do change, body changes, um, mentally people change, and what used to get them there don't get them there no more. I know for me, I'm more of a mental person. Before anything else kick off, mentally, I gotta be there. So rediscovering the person that you're with. It's okay. People go through transitions, men and women. They go through transitions, and it's okay to rediscover and re-explore. It can be fun to re-explore the person that you with. Again, things change. Hell, I know dudes right now be like, "Oh, she do the same thing," but is she thinking that's what you like because you've been liking this before? How does she know that anything has changed with you? You got to tell her. She has to rediscover you, right? So, those are just my takeaways with a bonus one at the end. And let me know what you all think about this particular topic when it comes to that type of context. Thank you all for taking a listen. Have a good one.